So today I'm going to take you through a set of questions covering all the concepts that we have discussed so far. Okay, so this is a direct application of arithmetic mean greater than equal to geometric mean. Now, if you see the right hand side, left hand side of the expression, an equal to the sum of the squares of the natural numbers from 1 to n raised to the power n, and all these are positive numbers. So that means the sum of all these numbers will be greater than or equal to n times the nth root of the product of these numbers. That means this is greater than equal to n into factorial n square to the power 1 by n. That means if I take the nth power on both sides, that means 1 square, 2 square, etc. up to n square to the power n will be greater than equal to n to the power n into n factorial square. That means an will be greater than equal to bn. But since n is greater than 1, so an will be strictly greater than bn. If n is equal to 1, then an becomes equal to bn. So that means option B is the right choice. Okay. The second one, if n is a positive integer such that 8n plus 1 is a perfect square, then which of the following will be true? So we see that 8n plus 1 is of the form m square, where m is an integer. So you can see that 8n is an even number, 1 is an odd number. So the sum of that has to be an odd number. So m has to be odd. So that means let m be equal to 2k plus 1. So therefore, 8n plus 1 equals 2k plus 1 whole square. That means 8n equals 2k plus 1 whole square minus 1, which is 2k plus 2 into 2k, which means this is equal to 4 into k plus 1. So that means 2n is equal to k into k plus 1. That means 2n is the product of two consecutive integers. So therefore, 2n cannot be a perfect square.
So how come it be 2k plus 2?
M is equal to 2k plus 1. So I transpose 1 on the other side. So 8n equals 2k plus 1 whole square, which was m square, minus 1. So this is of the form a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b, which is 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 minus 1, which is 2k plus 2 into 2k. Okay, let C denote the set of all complex numbers, and there are two sets defined, A and B, where A is the set of numbers Z and W, where modulus of Z is equal to modulus of W, and set B is modulus of Z square equals, Z square equals W square. So that means in the set B, we have Z equals plus or minus W. So if I take an example of the two sets, so set A can be uh, W minus W, Z and minus Z. So that fits set A, and set B will be W and minus W and Z, right? So that means set B will be a subset of set A. So set B is a subset of set A, and set B will not be equal to set A. Okay. Excuse me. The set of all real numbers x such that x cube times x plus 1 times x minus 2 is greater than equal to 0. Now, whenever you have a power, like here you have x cube, in that x cube, x square is always greater than equal to 0. So you can ignore x square. So the expression becomes x into x plus 1 into x minus 2. This is greater than equal to 0. So that means either x is greater than equal to 2. So if x is greater than equal to 2, then all the three terms will be positive. So therefore, this expression will be greater than 0. Or x has to lie between x has to lie between 0 and minus 1. So if x lies between 0 and minus 1, then x will be negative, x plus 1 will be positive, this will be negative, this will be positive, and this will be positive. This will be negative. So that means negative, negative, positive will give you positive. So that means either x has to lie between this, or x has to be greater than equal to 2. So among the given options, none of the options are including these two choices. If x lies between 2 and 0, then uh, then this x becomes positive, x plus 1 becomes positive, but x minus 2 will become negative when x is lying between 2 and 0. X minus 2 will become negative. So 2 positive and 1 negative will make the term, will make the expression negative. So this will not be the range of values that x can take. So therefore, none of the above. Let z be a non-zero complex number such that z by 1 plus z is purely imaginary. If this is purely imaginary, let us assume z by 1 plus z to be equal to a into I. So that means z is equal to ai plus AZI. So that means 1 minus A I into Z will be equal to AI. So Z will be AI by 1 minus AI. So that means Z is, so this will be AI into 1 plus AI by 1 minus A square I square. So that would be 1 plus A square. So that would be equal to AI into AI would be A square I square, which would be minus A square. So this would be minus A square by 1 plus A square. This will be your real part, and plus A by 1 plus A square into I, which would be your imaginary part. So Z would be neither real nor neither purely real nor purely imaginary. Let f1x be equal to e to the power x and f2x be equal to e to the power f1x. That means f2x will be e to the power x. So similarly, it is given that f of n plus 1x is equal to e to the power f of nx. So that means f of nx will be of the form e to the power e to the power e to the power n times e to the power x. Okay, and there will be n number of e's, and f of n plus 1x will be e to the power e to the power e to the power e to the power x, where there will be n plus 1 e's. So this would be the form of f of fnx and fn plus 1x. So we are asked to find the differential of fnx. That means we have to use the chain rule here. So ddx of fnx will be fnx into ddx of fnx, which would be f dashed nx. So this would be fnx into f dashed nx will be again e to the power n times e to the power x. So that means this would be fnx n minus 1x into f dashed n minus 1x. So this will go on. So therefore, ddx of fnx will be equal to fnx into fn minus 1x into fn minus 2x all the way up to f1x. Okay. Next one. If f of x is defined as a0 plus a1 modulus of x plus a2 modulus of x square plus a3 modulus of x cube, where a0, a1, a2, a3 are constants, then the question is whether fx will be differentiable at x equal to 0 or not. Now, if you observe the graphs of modulus of x is a V-shaped graph at x equal to 0. So that means if you look at modulus of x, this is minus x when x is less than 0 and x when x is greater than equal to 0. So that means the differential of mod x is minus 1 when x is less than 0, and this is plus 1 when x is greater than equal to 0. So that means that it is not differentiable at x equal to 0. But if you look at mod x square or mod x cube, this is x square when x is greater than equal to 0 and minus x square when x is less than 0, which means this is x square regardless of whether x is greater than 0 or equal to 0. And this graph will be a parabola like this. And this graph will be differentiable at x equal to 0 from both sides. So that means this will be equal to this will be differentiable at x equal to 0. If you look at the graph of modulus x cube, this is x cube when x is greater than equal to 0 and minus x whole cube when x is less than 0. So this is equal to minus x cube when x is less than 0. So the differential of this will be 3x square when x is greater than equal to 0 and minus 3x square when x is less than 0. So as x approaches 0 from the positive side and negative side, the derivative value of the derivative becomes equal to 0. So that means the derivative, the limit of the derivative from both sides will be 0. So hence it is differentiable at x equal to 0. That means this is differentiable at x equal to 0. This is differentiable at x equal to 0. This is not differentiable at x equal to 0. So that means if this has to be differentiable at x equal to 0, then a1 or the coefficient of mod x has to be equal to 0 so that this term vanishes. Okay. Next one. If f of x equals cos x minus 1 plus x squared by 2, then the question is whether fx will be decreasing or increasing function. So f dash x will be minus sine x plus x. Now, if you look at the positive side of x-axis, so sine x is 0 at x equal to 0, x is also 0 at x equal to 0. So it starts from here, and between 0 to pi by 2, sine x is increasing from 0 to 1, and this is increasing from 0 to pi by 2. So this will be an increasing function. From x equal to pi by 2 to pi, sine x is still positive, so it will keep on increasing. From x equal to pi to uh, pi to 2 pi, sine x will be negative, but it will be a negative fraction, whereas the value of x will supersede the value of sine x, which would be negative. So this keeps on increasing. So this would be an increasing function on the positive side of x-axis. And what happens on the negative side?
So please explain the again. I mean, how the value of x precedes the value or succeeds the value of minus sin x.
So let's say x is in the range 0 to pi by 2. So that means f dash x will be at x equal to 0, both are 0. So this is 0. At x equal to pi by 2, pi by 2 is roughly, pi is roughly 3. So pi by 2 is roughly 1.5, right? So we are looking at the interval roughly 0 to 1.5, right? So that means at 1.5, x will be 1.5 plus 1, which would be 0 to 2.5 roughly. Then from pi by 2, x from pi by 2 to pi, f dash x will be from 2.5 to value of pi is roughly 3. So 3 minus uh, 3 minus 0, right? So it will go from 2.5 to 3, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, when you go from pi to 2 pi, at pi, the value of f dash x is 3, and at 2 pi, it is 6 minus 1, which is 5. So it goes from 3 to 5. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right? Sorry, um, 3 to 6, not 5. At 2 pi, sin x is 0. At 3 pi by 2, it would be minus 1. So at that point, it would be 3 by 2 pi, which is 3 by 2 into 1.5. So 2.25, right? Minus 1, which would be 1.1, 1.25. So it will effectively go from 3 to 6. So that means the function, um, the derivative of fx is positive all along. F dash x is greater than 0 means fx is an increasing function. F dash x is less than 0 means f of x is a decreasing function. This is the definition of increasing or a decreasing function. So all along x greater than 0, f dash x is always greater than 0. So f of x will be increasing. And what happens on the negative side? On the negative side, x is negative, and sin x, uh, in a similar way, we can see from 0 to minus pi by 2. So between 0 and minus pi by 2, sin x varies from 0 to minus 1. So that means x will vary from 0 to minus 1 minus pi minus 1.5 minus 2.5. So this will be decreasing, negative, right? Again from minus pi by 2 to minus pi, right? Sin x will be still negative and x will be negative. So this will keep on negative. So that means on the negative side, f dash x is less than 0. Therefore, f of x is a decreasing function. So that means fx is decreasing in the interval minus infinity to 0 and increasing on the interval 0 to plus infinity. Remember, a function is increasing, monotonously increasing if its first derivative is positive. It is monotonously decreasing if its first derivative is negative. Okay. A corollary to this is a function, let's say mm, fx equal to 4x. Okay. Fx is equal to x to the power 4. Now, f dash x is 4x cube. So f dash x is positive on the positive side, negative on the negative side. So that means the function x to the power 4 is monotonously decreasing on the negative side. If you plot the graph, it would be like this. It is decreasing on the negative side, increasing on the positive side, right? So f double dashed x is 6x squared and f triple dashed x is 12x. So even if the third order derivative is positive or negative, the same result follows. The original function will be decreasing or increasing. If the first derivative or the third derivative or the fifth derivative or the seventh derivative or any of the odd derivatives is positive, then it will be increasing. If it is negative, then it will be decreasing. Okay. The area bounded by the region by the straight lines x equal to half, x equal to 2, and the curves given by the equations y equal to ln x and y equal to 2 to the power x is what? Very simple, straightforward question of integral. X equal to half and x equal to 2, and curves are y equal to 2 to the power x. So 2 to the power x will be a graph like this, which would go from x equal to, at x equal to half, this would be 2 to the power half or root 2, and at x equal to 2, this will be equal to 2 to the power 2 or 4. So this is the graph of 2 to the power x, and the other one is ln x. So log x at x equal to half is minus log 2, which is negative, and at x equal to 2, this would be plus